You're listening to Southern Miss Today. I am your host, Beck O'Neill. It is about 12:21 p.m. on Thursday, September 4th, not Saturday, Thursday, September 4th, 2014. Earlier, we spoke with Haley McMinn, who was here with the Office of Sustainability, and all of her contact information is on our Facebook page. Just search Southern Miss Today, and you will find it there. In a little bit, we are going to have a performance from Zenith Flux, but right now, we are going to keep the ball rolling through the hour with Teralyn Pilgrim, who is here to talk about the Hub City Derby Dames. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. And you? Happy to be here.
I'm doing better than I was earlier. So can you tell us a little bit about the Hub City Derby Dames?
Okay. Yeah, we're a local roller derby team. We usually have several games, local games in the area that you can go to. Our next one is October 11th.
Okay.
And roller derby, it's a game that girls play on skates, and it's known for being very aggressive. Mm-hmm. But there's actually a lot more skill and strategy to it than I think a lot of people give it credit for.
Would you say the movie Whip It was accurate to it?
Oh, heavens no. I mean, in all fairness, the reason I joined roller derby was because of Whip It. Mm-hmm. I thought it looked like a lot of fun. But they definitely do some things that were illegal in that game that, you know, would have gotten you kicked out. But it was a fun movie.
They get pretty brutal in that movie.
Yeah. There's a lot of rules that, you know, things you can do and can't do, so it's safer than it looks.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a part in the movie where they elbow someone in the face, and you definitely can't do that in the game. Sometimes I wish you could, but you cannot.
So one of my favorite things about roller derby is these amazing names that people seem to come up with. Can you kind of tell me how people come up with their names?
Yeah, I mean, it's different for everybody. But like, for example, our coach's name is Tori, and so her derby name is Purgatory.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great. We have another girl, her last name is Anaya, so her name is Annihilator.
So good.
Yeah. But it could also have to do with a person's interest. Like, I'm really interested in history, so my derby name is Cleofracture, after Cleopatra. Yeah.
That's awesome. So it seems like, because it's a little bit more violent than just roller skating. Do you have any physical requirements that you kind of would suggest people have?
Well, we have two separate practices. One is a veteran practice on Monday and Wednesdays for people who have been doing it for a while, and they have to pass several skill sets. But on Tuesdays at 7, we have what we call fresh meat practice, which is people who are new and they want to figure it out. And so you go there and decide for yourself if you feel like you're up to it, and you know, learn what the requirements are.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it a year and a half.
Were you really intimidated when you started?
Oh man, I was so bad at it. I was like, you know, Bambi on ice. You know that scene in Bambi. So it took a long time for me to get good enough to start playing in the games, and you see all these girls who are just, you know, amazing at it. But it was fun right from the get-go. As soon as I, you know, got into it and put on those skates, I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, you seem very sweet, so it's kind of a trick, I guess, isn't it?
You never know. I mean, everybody says, I can't imagine you playing roller derby, but it's all kinds of people.
Yeah. So if I wanted to get involved in roller derby, what can I get involved in doing besides just skating? Say if I was a man. Okay. And I wanted to get involved.
Well, we need a lot of referees, and referees have to be on skates. So if there are any men who are good skaters, we need a lot of those. If you don't want to skate but you want to be involved, we have what are called non-skating officials, and they have to help out at games. We need like a dozen of those, but we also have volunteers for fundraising. We need a new DJ and a new medic, actually. We're looking for some of those. So, yeah, lots of opportunity for involvement.
Cool. So we were kind of talking a little bit a minute ago about your fresh meat practices versus veteran practices. What are you looking for in a fresh meat person?
Just willingness to...
Thank you for ignoring the fact that was really worded poorly.
Yeah, I'll just skip past that. Just willingness to play, you know. We're not going to turn anybody away. We're not going to discourage anyone. Just, you know, if you want to put on the skates and play, then we're happy to have you.
Okay, cool. What is your favorite thing about roller derby?
Oh, I like going fast. That's my favorite thing. I love the whole game. I love watching it. I love learning about it. I love playing it. It's an all-around great game.
Do you ever, how do you fund roller derby?
Well, all the players, I mean, it's completely not for profit. No one makes money doing it. The players contribute. We do fundraisers like we did a garage sale not too long ago. We'll have sponsors who will help us out, things like that.
Yeah. Do you have any contact information for somebody? If, say, they wanted to be a sponsor or wanted to get involved in any way, how can people get in touch with you?
Well, we have a website, and we also have a Facebook page. So if you just run a search for Hub City Derby Dames, you'll find us. And you can just, contact someone and say, hey, I want to be a sponsor, or I want to play, but I'd like more information. And I want to know when your next game is. And we'll, give you whatever.
Just let you know. Yeah. Your next game is October 11th, right?
Right.
If I wanted to get tickets, how can I get tickets?
Well, if you get them from a player ahead of time, then they're $10. But you can get them at the door for $15.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
I'm really excited about this now. Raven Jackson and I were talking about how we want to do it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. So this has been Teralyn Pilgrim, who was talking about the Hub City Derby Dames. All your contact information will be on our Facebook page. Just search Southern Miss Today, and you will find it there. Thank you again so much for coming in today.
All right. Thank you.
So your information will be on our Facebook page, as well as Haley McMinn from the Office of Sustainability. That will be on our Facebook page. We're going to do a little PSA real quick, and then we're going to have some live music from Zenith Flex. You're listening to Southern Miss Today.